Hi, my name is Oleg, and in this video I'll show you how I use Notion to track my projects, tasks, and goals every day. This system truly helped me to stay consistent, track results, and achieve my goals. If you also like this goals as template, you can get it through the first link in the description. Let's start. So first we have yearly and monthly goals, then daily single tasks, then projects, habits, and more long-term tasks, new and crazy experiences, all databases, and template for 2027. So first we have the banner. This is the default banner for our template. We also have 6 for both light and dark mode. You can find them in the description of this video and the template. So next we have our first section. It's overview for the year and months. So for the year, we basically sum up all the months together and have a total result for a particular goal, let's say business or health and fitness. So here you can check, here we have all the months and all the tasks connected to those months. And we have also monthly progress. And then we have the formula that basically sum up all the results, divides by 12 results, and you will have a total result of this goal for all months. And monthly view, basically it's the same but for a particular month. So we have tasks for a month and result. Now let's talk about how to add goals to this view. If you scroll to the end of the page, you'll see there is the not delete toggle. This is where all our databases are stored, and inside we can find goals for all months. So here we have a list of our goals, priorities, tasks connected to a particular goal, then results in percentages, also due date, time left, additional monthly filter, and view filter. So how we add a new goal? For example, if you have the same goals for January and February, what you can do is just click here. It will select all the goals from the list and then go to 3 dots and hit duplicate. So now we basically duplicating all our goals for January to January again. So if you want to add those goals for another month, let's say it's July. So we go again to 3 dots, edit property, and then go for a monthly property, and then July button, and undo January. Now when we go to July goals, we will see that we have additional goals here that we just created. So again, monthly filter, it's the filter for this view, so we can filter out different goals for different months. But for us, it's really important to set up a view filter. So here we have January 1st, because it was goal from January, and then next Thursday, this is the July month, so it will be July 31st. So in order to get this goal to our current view, to July view, all we have to do is just change the deadline of this goal to July. Let's put 31st, and then if you go back to our dashboard, we will see that this goal is now here. And now the last thing that we have to do is just filter out goals that are connected to current months. So we go to filters, we have add a rule, and here we have our view filter. Start date is relative to today and this month, which is basically showing all the goals that are connected to this month. And then when this month is over, Notion will automatically update this view to a new month, so you don't have to do it manually, which is really cool. Next, we have our daily tasks, and it has 2 views, weekly and monthly view. Usually those are the tasks that come up from time to time. You don't really track them, but you have to keep an eye on them and don't forget them. That's why this is the best place to track them and to make sure you actually do them. So you just click plus button, create, let's say, call your designer, and then you can assign the date, priority, and then just mark it when it's completed. And also check all your monthly tasks here as well. Next, we have our monthly focus section, and this is basically our goals broke down into small steps, pieces that we can do one by one in order to achieve our goals. So first we have our projects database, and it's pretty simple one. You just have your name, revenue if any, hours done, status, then results, and why it's failed, succeeded. You can add as much options as you want or choose default one. And one important thing here is it's filtered by year. So if you check this out, so this is this year filter. Also, you can filter out any projects you want, or if you like to, you can filter all projects to this view. Now let's talk about tasks. So here we have our July overview, our goals and tasks connected to each particular goal. If you go to our first property, we will have a checkbox property, but it's actually a formula which says if current value equals target value, it's true, or check mark will be checked. If not, it's false, unchecked. So what it means that we manually input our current property and target property. So for example, if I want to have 5 days of deep work hours, I put here 5, and then if I did 5, the checkbox will be checked. If I haven't completed this goal, the checkbox will not be completed. And it works the same here. So here we have 12 of meditation sessions. If I put 12, it will be again completed. Here we also have the same filters. So if you go to filter, we will see that it's also where due date, start date is relevant for today, this month. So this task is only connected to July. And also priority sorting, which means that our goals will be sorted by priority P1, P2, and P3. Now let's talk about how to add tasks to this July overview. If you scroll down to our do not delete section, we will see there is all months breakdown. All months breakdown is basically a database with all our tasks connected to our goals. So if you scroll to our July overview, we will see that all the tasks that we had in July are here. And now, if you want to add a new task, you simply hit new page, then say, call a friend. Let's say we add an icon here. So it will be our relationship icon, blue. Now we put P3. We just want to call one time, so our target is only one. And the most important is we relate it to our relationship goal for July. You see there's different months here because it goes for different months. So we have to input July here, relationships for July. And then we state the deadline is until July 31st. And now when we go back to our July overview, we will see that our call a friend task is here. And then you can just complete it and it will be done. Now let's talk about my favorite section, which is new crazy experiences inspired by Jesse Itzler. So this is the things that we actually want to do in life, that we want to experience. And we not just write them down here, but we actually plan them. So if you go to our table view, we can see that we also have due date property, details, and URL. So you can add information about each particular event and, for example, book a flight or a hotel and actually make it happen. And once you did it, you can just go back, click checkbox property and move on. And the last section that you're already familiar with is our do not delete section. So here we have all our databases plus year 2026 and 2027. So now I was showing you a database for 2026, but it had some goals. So I can show you some examples how it works. But Goals OS 2026 is completely fresh and empty. So you can add your goals and adjust it any way you want it. You can also see here in monthly overview, we don't have any goals yet because this filter view suggests that we will see here only goals that are available for current months. But as it's not 2026 yet, we cannot see our January goals here. So yes, that was Goals OS template. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comments down below, and see you in the next one.